All right, we're live here. This is Nasty Neil.
Sam Electric.
Yeah, this is Without Your Head.
Presenting the our coverage of the Brooklyn Horror Film Fest.
Yeah, big wrap up of a great weekend, and it's still going on. So if you're watching live in the area, go and check out some cool stuff that's still happening.
Super high quality films. Oh, and also, I don't always want to say we're doing food reviews, and sometimes I'm not so in love with the food, but today we have had
Frank Pepe's. I only had this one time before at Mohegan Sun Casino with my brother and mom, and it was so good. And we're at an actual one now. We kept seeing some billboards for it. We're like, we need to stop here. Well, first we were like, oh, we're too full.
Because we had the giant, enormous pancakes at this other amazing place. What was the name of that?
Arlington Diner.
Arlington Diner.
And then it was like, then we kept seeing it, and then we're like, you're keeping up. And we're like, well, maybe a slice. Then Annabelle was like, well, if we see the rainbow again at the exit, we're going to do it.
Yeah, there's this huge, like, it was just like a very wide rainbow. And it's been beautiful and sunny, but like every once in a while sprinkled with rainbow. And yeah, we saw one sign that said exit 41. If we see the rainbow at that exit, and we did. It was
this is honestly up there with, I don't want to say maybe it's either the best or up there with the best pizza.
Yes, top 3.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Absolutely great.
Good.
Perfect. The crust is thin, but not paper thin. So like stuff's not falling off. Perfect amount of cheese. Great sauce. Pepperoni's like perfect. I think
man,
my favorite pepperoni.
Like there was plenty of normal pepperonis, but then there was some like blank.
Yeah.
Like I thought, is this bacon? But
so I like that because you can tell like it's not. They're cutting it. Here. It's not like
this is very, very fresh.
Yeah. It's absolutely great. And really like basic in a lot of ways. It's it's great sauce, cheese, crust, and the pepperoni, and a little olive oil, and just a little bit of grated cheese, and so yeah, fantastic.
I had this. We do still have that bottle.
Yeah. Yeah, this is cool because Frank Pepe's been around since 1925, and they've had the same brand soda since 1925.
It's very Pennsylvania Dutch looking kind of style to it. One word, it's actually bought it. So it's a very place. Yeah, so that's amazing. All right, so we got amazing food. We had a wonderful time. We got in super late, midnight.
Yeah,
basically.
Another wonderful time last night. Where should we start? Should we start with the shorts first that we didn't go over yet?
Did we not go over shorts?
It was the homegrown shorts part 2.
Oh, part 2.
Yeah.
We didn't have a chance to go over this. No. We had a big day yesterday, so there's not a lot of time to check in. Let's see.
It started with Red Gloves.
That's what. Okay, so
we made a little mistake.
Well, we had thought we had, and we did have like our you're supposed to be in the LGBTQ shorts.
Right.
I don't remember what the block was called. Slade. And we did like, hey, welcome to us.
Yeah,
like
we did.
One of these, introducing that, went through the names of the films, and
so seek those out.
Yes, and we ended up getting tickets and went to the theater that I thought we were supposed to go in. And we were not, we had no idea. We were just sitting there in our seats. There's multiple different rooms in this theater. And then the guy, I don't remember his name. Sorry. Who? The guy that did the Q&As. And it was very good. And he introed things most of the time. And he introduced it, and he's like, this is Home Invasion 2. And I was like, dang, Home Invasion 1 was awesome.
Yeah. So I don't think you could go wrong at any of the short blocks. So we did an intro for another short block, but we're going to review this short
Joseph, block. I got it. Joseph, programmer.
Yes.
So he said Joseph.
I just don't really
have some respect. They had a lot of Pet Cemetery bloodlines. So
Yeah,
every
because they're
single
playing that
one.
tonight. So
Yeah.
I think it was one of the sponsors.
Yes. David Duchovny.
Yeah, it's got a pretty sweet cast.
Does. But at any rate, that's that. And we're talking about Red Gloves.
Red Gloves. So this was a cool Giallo short. I'm not the world. I don't know a ton of Giallo knowledge, and I know some people will be pissed. And Mike Epstein, Sophia, they'll be, what the hell? It's the greatest form of film. I just don't know a lot about it. It's not that I don't like it. I don't know about it, but I do know this. It did match my perception of Giallo with the colors, but I also thought it was a nice twist because usually Giallo is really about men killing women.
You don't have to, geez, don't give things away, Neil.
Well, it's hard not to in a short film.
So it was very stylistic, like Neil was saying, and I'm glad they mentioned this because during the Q&A, I can't remember his name. Who's his name? I got it. Santiago, I believe. Maybe Red Gloves. Yes, I don't remember his name. Santiago. And he was talking about his love for the style of film and getting all that stuff in there, and that it wasn't a lot of times it's red and blue, very vivid during like the intense, like, okay, horror is gonna happen now thing. It was like neon blue and neon, kind of like this pink. And I thought, as I was watching, I'm like, oh, that's a really interesting look. And it was really, like, it was very striking still. And it was really nice. But it was very, you know, if you've seen, I mean, I'm not a huge Giallo expert either, but the stuff that I've seen, the D'Argento stuff is Dario D'Argento. Oh, no, sorry. There's just a thing that showed up on the phone. So it was like, it would be a weapon. It was just very like boom, 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 very close up on all of the different action moments. It was a wonderful short for what it was.
Yeah, really well made, really captured. Yeah.
Had you know, you're suspicious of the people, and you're not really sure who's doing what. Even in this it was a short. It's not like it was a half-hour long short. It did all of the things. It was great. So kudos to that. It was
really
very
well made.
excellent.
Yeah. The second one was A Third Year.
Oh,
I love this short. That was great. It starts with some weird featureless like statues, and the guy there's like cleaning up.
It's a janitorial fellow.
And he sees like an ad for they need models. And
it's models for like
right.
It was like a college class. Right. It was very entry level life drawing. Because around him is beauty. He sees the sculptures are figurative sculptures, but they're very basic, very, very basic, kind of like a block.
Yeah, they were creepy themselves.
Like you can tell it was human.
When they showed them, I wasn't really sure where it was going.
Oscars, it's like very vague. Yeah, I wasn't sure either. And they noted during the Q&A that it's almost completely not silence.
Yeah, very, very little dialogue.
Dialogue, thank you, words.
Yeah.
And the guy who made it was saying that really the goal was to have without it. It needed just like a little bit to make the story work. It was so cool. It was like, seemed like maybe it was going to have a little humor, and it did. I mean, there was humor to it, but it was also, I think, very effective in being creepy and weird and like, holy shit, that would be awful.
Right.
Kind of feeling to it.
I think it was probably topical to a lot in a weird way, because it's not what necessarily like what's going on here, but I think since so many people are on social media today and or on video, whatever, and so the idea, I can't go too much of it, but the idea that you get some like recognition of some sort, and that's very cool. But if there's there's a little bit something not quite right here. And I don't know. I thought it was very poignant. It was very well done.
Yeah, and it really, in the short amount of time, the guy who doesn't talk, he's so great. it's so well done because you really can feel. I feel like you really feel what he's.
Yeah.
For me, anyways, like when he's a janitor, he's kind of like lonely almost in this place, like he's just ignored. But he's looking at this like ideal of the
Yeah.
meaning of having like this sculpture, and he's looking up to this figurative sculpture, and then he becomes that sculpture that
Yeah.
people are looking at it and not admiring like in a weird way, but like he is a part of an art experience with other people. He is now taking on this role that the sculptures to be in the museum. That's
Right.
now he is now that. And then you see him admiring all of the drawings of him. It's like, oh, I'm happy for him that he's brave enough. Because you see him, I don't want to give too much away, but he overcomes some body, like, body, what am I trying to, not body image, but like, this little self-esteem.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, and then
so,
once he sees like it makes him proud, and then maybe some people's interpretation of him makes him very even
confused. And then it goes into interesting, horrific sci-fi. I mean, it starts like a little sci-fi, but then it definitely goes horror.
Yeah, this was great. Really well done. Very, very original. And I think it's actually very topical in a weird way that's not super obvious. So to me, that's very much like classic Twilight Zone or something.
Yes,
I really like this one
definitely. I wrote this poor guy at the bottom of my note.
Yeah.
There
was a little part. It's it's not necessarily a part of the story, but there is part of it where he's like turning on like so much sound to block out the sound. And I noticed that was a theme in a couple of the shorts throughout the weekend. And it made me think, like, I wonder what that is. Like, maybe it's just so much going on in the world.
Oh, trying to resist all of that.
Yeah.
Like, constant, the noise. Mm-hmm. I try to resist that noise all the time. The news is just. There's a lot of noise in the world right now.
But yeah, this is great. I like it in a low level. I like something that's talking about something and not being really obvious about it. Or maybe I'm just reading that into it, which is also part of art. So I like this one.
I love it. I want to just know, I just heard there's a lot of noise in the world right now. There's a lot of very serious stuff going on in the world.
Sure.
Neil and I were having a car conversation when we were driving that was about the noise of like conspiracy theories. There's other stuff going on right now that's very serious. We won't get into it, so I'm not making light of any,
of course.
Part of this.
The next one was Leaving Yellowstone, which this one, I thought this was wonderful. This one really felt like a feature film. Even just the look, the production value, high-end.
I mean, everything was great.
Oh, yeah,
it's the presence of it. There's like a different, I think, different kinds of camera work.
Yeah.
The scenery. I mean, it's
very theatrical. It felt like something you would watch on a big screen. Not that, when you couldn't, but there was something, it's a different feel for it. And I thought they did a really good job in this one, making the female character feel really vulnerable.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
And small at times, which I thought was important.
Oh, yeah. Well, because the landscape is so huge itself. They're in Yellowstone. They're in Yellowstone. It's this huge, vast landscape, and it's winter. Everything is snow all around them. So you are, even if you were with 20 people, you would be isolated in a cabin. And so there's a couple that went out to this cabin, and they're, this romantic experience, and he's like, oh, this is my uncle's cabin, and he's a hunter, and he knows how to use guns, and let's like not play around, like, let's do Russian roulette, but like showing her how to use a shotgun, and it goes into places that, like, obviously it's a horror film somewhere. Whoa, what's going on?
Yeah, we're back on.
We're back. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
Just went black. Yeah. We're back from there.
Right. And we're back. Yeah, back in black. We're back from black. But no, this one was really well made. Great performances by both people. Just the two people. Great shots of the landscapes. Great use of the landscapes, I think, to really get like a good vibe of what their isolation, vulnerability. helplessness, I think, in a lot of ways. So I don't know. I just thought this was really powerful, and I thought it was good use of some animal shots.
Definitely. Well, I think it was very, foreshadowing the beginning of watching the bear. Get into the foreshadowing. There's a bear
Right.
out in the winter.
And a good use of because it is a short film. Sometimes they're like quick, and there's some good use of the silence in some scenes. It's a little longer than some shorts, but really cool.
Oh yeah, it was so easy to sit and watch. And the end, also, I think it's topical in a different way because there's really foolish people out there doing really stupid things in me. I will do this. I don't know if you've seen any news things about this,
Right.
but there's a lot of people being stupid about this recently. So, yeah, I won't write what it is, but this is what it reminded me of.
Yes. Yeah, great short. I'd like to see more of the director.
Yes, he was a nice guy. Let's see.
Variations on a theme. I'll have to be honest, this one I had to use the restroom, so I only saw the end.
It was cool. I mean, it gets into it pretty quick, so this isn't going to be a big reveal. But there's a couple in this house. There's really no context. There's no context at all. There's this normal couple in a normal house, and there are many couples there that are all that. And they all have name tags, and they see one of the wives that doesn't have a name tag, and the main couple is, why are they wearing their name tag? And so your mind is just questioning, what the hell is going on? Did you see the kind of the money shot part?
Yeah, I saw the very end. I just saw when it starts talking about splits and
it was really fun. That I don't know how long it was, but it went by quick, I felt like. And it was just enough time so you kind of get to see, the couple, and there's a humor to it. But then the idea of I wouldn't want to be around a bunch of me's and keeping track of which me is me and do who knows which me is the right way. That would be awful. It doesn't go deep into that, but you can just...
Yeah, it's enough to make you think about, the repercussions of such a thing.
Let's see. So that was great.
Next one was Versace Soft Boy. It was about a stalker.
I don't know if this is one of my favorites.
I thought this was really well done. So it starts out comedic about a guy that she went on a date with on a dating app, and he's sitting outside. And I thought this was really well done. It starts as comedic, and they're playing around with those guys that creep and stuff. Then there's this point in the short, and I don't want to give too much away, but I don't think this is where they've all had similar experiences in their lives. And then you realize, this isn't necessarily comedic. And it's also the idea of, is he a stalker? Isn't he? And just the idea that that's something that they have to deal with at all the time.
Yeah, and it's...
the layers of what a stalker is.
And, it was funny because it was humorous often. They did have a really good balance for that.
Yeah.
It was 3 roommates. One of them had been on a date with this guy, and is he the truth? What is this?
Right.
And with the Yellowstone one at the Q&A, it was funny because the one woman was saying that the Yellowstone, there's a reality to that, there's
it was based on it was an amalgamation of
incredibly horrifying. That story sounded oh my god. So this idea of being an unsuspecting victim and trust, and even as I was saying, I'm thinking about crazy shit. It's crazy shit. I literally just told a story at work last week about how I was driving. I picked up my friend who's in the military. He was on leave, and I picked him up in Orlando from Fort Myers, which is like at least a 3-hour drive. We're driving back, and it's in the middle of fucking nowhere on this highway, in the middle of the night. Get pulled over. Long story short, my friend had been laying down on the seat. There's not even lights. There's nothing. There's just one road. There's nothing around. And the guy, the cop, had to get out of the car, and you couldn't see. You really couldn't see the car because of the lights. And I saw the plate, and I was like, so freaking out about just freaking out. Like, I can't be getting arrested. This is crazy. And he took my license to look at it, and he ended up saying he had another call and was going to let us go. And okay, so then he left, and I was like, I don't have my license anymore. He took my license. And so my friend, he was driving the car, and he got pulled over again. Took the cop, and I don't know if we were speeding or what. And we're like, we literally just got pulled over. And he looks like, and he went back to his car. So there's no other person on duty out here. So that person pulled me over, not realizing it was because my friend was laying down. So he didn't see another person. Took my license. So crazy shit, like that's a very, very true story. Crazy shit happens, and people do have these different stories like this. Like I'm still out and about in the world. I'm not going to not live life because scary things happen, but scary things do happen.
Yeah.
Them saying that this happens to people, absolutely. So there's my little tangent about relating to these kinds of stories. Yeah, very tangential.
Yeah. No, I thought this one was great.
Yes. Oh, this is so funny. The next one was Smothered, and which was funny.
Yeah, this was a crowd favorite, but it wasn't. I don't want. It wasn't really my kind of deal. But
Then when we went out
yeah,
to get coffee the next day, we were getting coffee,
Yeah.
and we saw this illustration. It was in the coffee shop, right?
it was at the coffee shop.
And we saw this illustration that had a scene very reminiscent to a very specific scene in the short.
Yeah.
And this is the local shorts, and we're like, these people here,
Yeah.
do they see this picture and make a story out of it?
Yeah, it was very, very similar.
It is funny, like people get inspiration anywhere. And actually, I thought about it, and I think I'd be happy if they did that because I think that'd be very clever.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, Stephen King does it. H.P. Lovecraft did it.
everyone
You
does.
take your environment and you make something of it.
Yeah, this one, I mean, a lot of people there thought it was really funny. It was fine.
Boy
Boy
Order?
Order. This was about the rock band, the punk band.
Oh yeah.
This is shot really well and really captured like this like underground like sweaty feel of like a band.
Grimy.
Yeah, grimy, which I like this
Grimy
kind of
punk
deal.
bands.
So I like this.
Yeah,
No, they
this is
really
like a punk band that is like very grimy. You know they're not really making any money. You know, kind of sex, drugs, rock and roll kind of like style sort of vibe to them. And the music itself is very, very violent. Like on stage, this woman acts out, like killing the male band members. It's her and female band members. Someone said during the Q&A something about it being like noir.
It was it was like a feminist, not feminist, but they said it was a guar with like I forget what the term was.
Yeah, it was like and there's this woman in the crowd who again is like a stalker dude, right? So
Yeah, and also similar to Red Rooms a little bit. It's interesting.
yeah, it was so violent. I mean, it was very, very violent, and then it got like extra crazy at the end.
Yeah.
Where there was like both of these women were nuts.
Yeah, and both actually everyone's really good in the movie, but honestly the two women are fantastic.
Yeah.
The two leads.
Yes.
I only have one, and it's not even a criticism of the movie. I just think there was
they don't have the sound on the violent stuff, like when they're hitting people or slicing people. And it was, to me, it was noticeable because it kind of takes away the physicality of that and the weight of that. So if anyone's watching, they might think I'm an idiot. I don't care, but I think there needs just to be a little sound of like hitting sounds or.
Yes.
I didn't just think it would make the movie. That's the only negative I would have. It's not even a negative. I just think it would make the movie even better. But I really like it though.
Yeah, I
Yeah, that was it for the short talk.
yeah, fantastic. Really nice. I mean, Joseph did, I thought, really good Q&A.
Yeah, I did too. I thought he asked
Full
some good
attention to
questions.
people.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
and he didn't have to
Santiago, I
space
put down,
stuff.
like, this is a horror fan. He said slashers got him into horror. Horror got him into film. And oh, was it? I'm so bad. I've got all these notes everywhere that one of these people was at film school and Spike Lee produced her.
Oh yeah, I actually wrote that down too. It was
Kayla's?
I think it was You Leaving Yellowstone.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was really
that's
cool.
right.
That's amazing.
Yeah, she just did so well with what she was doing. He was like, yes. And
Yeah.
went to
I-
them, and she's
I-
very
That was
impressed.
the right thing of the weekend. I like when people at a certain level help people coming up and they
Yeah.
see something in them. Really like that.
Yes, that's really, absolutely. So yeah, and then where did we go from there? Did we go? We had a few little time.
Yeah.
We did a nice
Sunday.
interview,
Great.
which
Yeah, Sunday.
is already
Yeah, it's out there with Chris Scotchable.
Yes,
Terrible.
exactly.
Yeah, he was a really cool guy.
He
And
was
we'll do
great.
some more stuff with him.
Great young filmmaker. We seem young. I noticed a few
Yeah.
gray strands in his hair, so maybe he's deceptively young
Okay.
or premature.
Another Larry Fessenden man,
Yes, yes.
which we got to see the Larry Fessenden film
Yes.
Blackout.
But yes. But yes.
I like Joe Nibala, but I'm gonna disagree with him. I love
He's one of the Without
Blackout.
Your Head reviewers.
Yes.
He does these wonderful
Diablo
reviews.
Joe here in the chat right now.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, well,
Thank you.
Joe. Hi.
No, and not
The perfect timing.
man. I thought this was great.
Talking about Blackout. If
Yeah.
you can see, that's where we just started. He literally opened his mouth to
Yeah.
say, I don't agree with you.
No, exactly. I love Blackout.
Yeah, Joe, join in. We will let the people know what you have to say about this. He gave it like such a sad,
Yeah.
pitiful rating,
Man.
and I was like, man, I have to see this to know if I agree or not, because I would hate to think that Larry Fessenden would have like a so poorly rated film.
Man, I thought it was great on every. So I thought it's perfectly cast. The lead is. He has that wolf-like look. He's got a little bit of like a sadness to him.
I can't remember his first name. He's
Alex, I
William
think.
Sorry.
Alex. And he's got. I don't know. I thought he's perfect for the role. I like the idea of the werewolf.
Joe is saying you need to throw down Neil wrestling time, and maybe my hopes were too upgoing it. I mean, that's.
It's awesome.
I know
don't
when I saw
Man,
the
werewolf, the Wolfman stuff looks so good.
I thought so. I remember seeing Wolfman years ago. They had Anthony Hopkins, and I thought this is going to be amazing. It's going to be so awesome. And when I saw it in the theater, I thought, oh, now
I liked it.
like it, but at the time my expectations were very high, and I was very disappointed.
I love the priest character.
Yeah.
I like that he's an actually good guy. He's not a drunk. He's not a a pervert dude. He's not
like an
demon.
evangelist where he's like, I've seen demons. There's none of that. He was just a nice religious guy trying to hold the community together.
Yeah. You never see that. And that actor we saw also in Crumb Catcher.
Well, there was two. There was the guy who played the priest.
Yeah.
Who did Crumb Catcher. Oh my God.
Totally different role.
Totally different. Like really polar opposite human. Totally.
Yeah.
And he does both really. Jeez, I feel bad. You talk, I'm gonna look up some names. I just feel it.
Yeah, there's a lot of like Larry Fessenden players in this. Barbara Crampton.
Who is so stunning.
I'm a big fan of Barbara Crampton.
Are they doing blackout as two different words, or is it all?
It's one word. Stay for the mid credits. There's a nice little nice little like egg for Larry Fessenden film fame. I like the use of the werewolf idea used with the alcoholism.
This is a fine arts painter who's convinced he is a werewolf wreaking havoc on a small American town under the full moon. Yeah, and he's likable enough. I don't think he's an
Flawed
amazing
guy.
man.
No, he's
Yeah,
a flawed guy.
but I liked his friend, the guy that was making bullets.
Yeah, that was a very cool character.
So we got Tough Cakes. Is that what's called?
That's the other guy.
That guy was a dick.
Yeah, Marshall Bell.
Man, he was so. It's like small children. Because I hate the children.
Right. Yeah.
It's not an unrelated story because he hates children. This is not. Oh, we go. I don't know if it's Gray. He's a good one. Oh yeah, Alex.
Alex Hurt, yeah.
Alex Hurt is
James LaGrosse was also in it, former guest on the Head, but yeah.
John Spiridakos.
Yeah.
It's a very Greek seeming name.
That was
Ask
great.
Francis. And then is Sharon the cop who was in the other movie as well? Let's see. She was in Sorry, guy. I'm sorry.
I don't think that's true, Joe, what you just said about your spoiler there.
Spoiler.
About the character I said I liked. He's in it in multiple scenes. The pastor.
That's the... Oh no, he said the spoiler.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying I don't think he's correct in what he's saying about the character, but.
Oh, I know who you're referring to.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So, I don't know if you want to reference this or not. Barbara Crampton.
Jeremy Holm is in a small role. I'm a big fan of Jeremy Holm.
It must be good.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah, anyway, go look it up. Cool.
So, and where is it out right now?
It's playing festivals. I don't think there's a release date yet. I think it's coming out by Yellow Veil Film, so it'll probably be on video on demand not too long. But I loved it. I thought it was great. I love the werewolf stuff. There's a lot of like classic werewolf Wolfbane shots, which I've always said on the show. I prefer the biped Wolfbane character. I like it. I like lots of, but I do like the biped Wolfbane. I'm not a big fan of the werewolf, but get the real classic feel. There's some great shots. He's turning back human at different points. That was sweet. So some great gore. I really like this movie.
I like the social commentary.
Yeah, the social
Plot as
commentary.
well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of social commentary stuff, identification, and shitty.
Yes.
There's the guy with the axe. Oh my god!
Yeah.
I wish. There's too many people there, and my
Yeah.
eyes are too bad to see everybody. There's this one guy. There's these two people that play like the proud townies, the proud white townies,
Right.
who are just like looking to go after a non-white anybody.
Uh-huh.
And my god, the one guy with his accent, it sounds like he's got like a shoe in the pockets of his mouth.
Yeah. No,
Now there were certainly nice townies as well, but they were
like the
particular
first
townies in the film.
And then hearing Larry talk about the movie afterwards, I did a lot of appreciation for the movie. It's very personal to him on many levels. All his movies that are about alcoholism, that's not a secret. Also, I like. I don't want to just reiterate the Q&A, but there was asked about like some of the Easter eggs for the shots from like classic werewolf movies, and he said it's not like so much that he went out to do that. All these are like ingrained in him because he's watched all these classic monster movies. And I
And
like
this is opportunity to make, like here he is making films that he's honoring what he already loves.
right.
So yeah, the idea of this is just going to be there because I'm guessing there's this guy that's like, this has to be there. Like, this is why I'm making these movies, to be able to do this, do this myself.
When you talk about the counties too, he specifically said that a big part right now we're dealing with is like, and he said the werewolf character really is about a splintered character, splintered person, and like that a big part of the culture today is a splintered society. It's this us versus them, and there's no compromise. Like you can't be human or the wolf man. And so in the city itself is that too. It's a splintered town where it's us and them. Yeah. You've got very few people trying. I really liked a lot. I liked the whole thing. I was really into it.
I really liked it. It's not like my favorite movie of my entire life, but I thought it was
I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
And I want you to see The Brave. And I've not seen Habit, so.
It was funny. So there's a very dramatic differences between ourselves and one of our favorites that we had review is Diablo Joe.
Splinter here.
So that's the thing is that, as we say in our reviews, everybody's got their own opinions and we're not necessarily right. We're right at that house. I just want my, it's probably like,
So then,
yeah.
35th anniversary screening of Maniac Cop. We got to sit next to the man himself.
Yeah, because I have no hesitation. So I just was like, whoop. He wasn't sitting there yet, but he was in there earlier.
The lustig loud.
And then I felt a little bad because I thought there surely are other people that actually know him that probably
he was very happy.
sit there. But I said something too. I'm like, I can leave the video about other people. He's like, oh, no, go ahead and sit down. Or like, this is such a nice guy.
Yeah, Maniac Cop, so good. I'm a big fan of Maniac Cop. Very fun movie. There's some, what should I expect?
What's
Two
show?
people hated Skin. Oh my lord!
Are you serious?
I would watch Black.
As a basis of comparison for good taste.
Yeah, I would watch Blackout probably like kind of loop
for the rest of
10
my
days.
life, right? Strap me in a chair,
Sorry,
my eyes open, like Clockwork Orange style. I'll do it. Skinamarink. Sorry, I know we have a friend out there.
Yeah. Sorry,
Is a
Jamie.
Skinamarink person. I still haven't watched it. In fairness,
You watch. You need to watch
I
it
need
again.
to watch it again. I said I watched it again. I haven't. So sometimes it's enjoyable.
Maniac Cop. Maniac Cop. It's so fun. Great cast. You got another lot of flawed characters, and there's more to the movie than just like the fun killer guy going around killing people. I really like the subplot about his former coworker. It was like really kind of the only person that knew the character. Is it Mark? No, knew Psycho-Cop, pre-Psycho-Cop before he becomes what he is.
I mean, he wasn't a nice guy before.
No, but he
He
had.
described it as being like that, the stereotypical, like, evil use of power.
Right, but he had someone who believed in him and was in love with him. And I like that character. I think that was interesting. It's not really a character you see a lot in these kind of movies. It was like his last connection to the humanity. So I thought that was cool.
Why do women always have to play the role of being some shitbags connections to humanity? Sorry.
Another time.
Yeah, it's like all those other Disney movies where if you love me,
Like not like no, and we're look. I might spoil the movie, but who's my guy? The old yeah from Maniac Cop, the detective.
Tom Atkins?
Tom Atkins, my favorite. Tom
The
Atkins.
mustache.
Yeah.
Like Jamie Lee is
Yeah, not-
the body. Give me the mustache.
Exactly. Now, all the women are falling all over him in this, like they do in The Fog and other films, which is very good to me. But there's only 3 seasons of which. But he's great in this movie. Is his delivery of the lines? One line makes me laugh
don't-
hysterically, and I'm not gonna
Please
say
don't. It's so
in a
not
place of
appropriate.
people.
In a place of people. Who are they then? A place with people. You reach
Normal,
out
a
and
place
the
with
million people who
normal.
love our shows.
With normal. Yeah, I mean, it's bigger than a certain thing. And it made me laugh.
It did make me laugh.
Yeah,
Because it's so outrageous.
Exactly. It's great. So, and then they got the real gravelly boy. I think he's
Oh my god.
Bill something, William something.
Yeah, he reminded me of where is it, Earl? And Walking Dead.
Oh, right, yeah.
Like really,
Yeah.
the brother.
Yeah.
Very similar appearance and sound.
I love that. But so the Tom Atkins character, though, spoiler here, he gets killed before the end of the film. And this is 35 years ago, folks, so you've probably seen Maniac Cop. But that's a real big shock because you expect this is the main guy
Yeah,
in
this
the
is
movie.
Tom Atkins, and he's going to be in it.
Yeah,
And it's Tom Atkins to me first.
Right.
It was like a presence at that time.
yeah.
And the character itself made sense. Traditional, you would have that
Yeah.
person in that role as detective. But instead, it's
And a great death.
yes.
That's
Instead,
another
it's Bruce
thing.
Campbell.
Yeah, I just sent Troy pictures of Pepe. Frank Pepe, and he's very excited.
Oh, Troy,
Yeah.
it's so wonderful.
So
His pizza.
something like we all watch movies today. You get used to the crazy. Today they're big stunts, but a lot of them are safely done. Which is I'm not saying that's bad. It's not like they're real people flying around. But then you watch this movie, Maniac Cop, the movies of this era, and this guy's flying out windows, and this car going off the side, into the water, and the dude just jumping out of it. You're like, holy shit, this is pretty amazing.
If you want to hear this great story, you can hear it from the man himself because we interviewed him not very long ago. So look up, did you put him as Bill or William?
I think William.
William Lustig, Lustig. What a wonderful interview that was. That was on the podcast.
Yeah.
The story is phenomenal about the whole car thing, the guy who did it, and the Bruce Campbell bits in it.
And then she keeps coming over and looking. I think we should probably get out of here.
Oh.
But I do want to say they gave him the Leviathan Award.
Yes.
The first time doing it.
Whoa. That's wonderful.
Are we still here?
Are we here? It says we're still running.
All right.
Joe, can you hear us?
Yeah, let's just let us know if you can hear us.
Testing.
Hey, all right.
Joe.
We're
Oh, I'm here.
All
I
right.
just froze for a second. So, Leviathan Award. The first is the 8th year of this festival. They chose to honor Bill, which, it really could have been so many people. They chose Bill, this amazing figure.
I think it's really fitting too because it's in Brooklyn and this movie has a nice, gritty New York feel.
Yes, absolutely.
Great choice.
Yes, and a great guy.
Yeah, it's super
What a
sweet.
pleasant. Yes, if he's not sweet, he hides it well.
Yeah.
He's really,
And that really made me happy seeing him there, people celebrating his movie and him as a filmmaker.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
And for the festival itself, we're talking about the movies, and also the festival was fantastic. I mean, we were only there for like 48 hours, but the people in that time, everybody from the place where we got tickets all the way out, just everyone we interacted with was super nice, super friendly. just a great time. I felt very welcome,
Yes, yeah.
and it's very appreciated. I'm sure we're not alone. I think that's just the vibe of this festival. It's very welcoming,
Yeah, I love the
professional
festival.
place to
I
be.
love the Nighthawk Theater itself. They have a lot of cool stuff that happens
Great
all the
people
time.
there.
Yeah,
It's
so
lovely.
I'd love to do some more stuff with them on the show, or if we can come out. So
Mhm. Oh, we
Can't say
met
enough
Arrow
good things.
Man.
yeah,
Alan.
Alan,
I'll never forget that name. 'Cause I
Arrow.
thought he said he was Theo.
Yeah,
I was
we've
like,
written up
Theo's a
on a
cool
couple
name.
movies, but yeah.
And as I was getting up to go wherever we were going, I said, "What's your name again? Theo?" He's like, "No, it's Alan." And it was a much cooler name. I'm sorry.
But he
no.
is a cool guy. Yeah, I love Arrow Films. A lot of cool specials on those. And it was nice. Rebecca Kennedy from us on the show, a friend of mine, and they had her recent movie Two Witches. Special edition.
There's so many people to name. Truly love meeting Regan.
Yes.
I don't know how old he is, but he's got this youthful
Yes.
enthusiasm. That's
Yeah.
it. He just seems like so friendly and so enthusiastic about film. And we had like a nice chat in the lobby bar area.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
great people.
Very festive,
Wonderful.
and we said, just honestly, everyone that's really,
Yes.
really
So
cool. Everyone
I recommend. If you've got a chance.
Jeannie out there is so cool.
Oh, Jane.
Yeah.
Jane was wonderful. Oh,
Michael from Fangoria, and he also does specials
yeah.
on for Severin Film. He's a
Yes.
really good guy. Yeah.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
Different personalities, but everyone's so great and supportive of each other.
And I love these wild movies. And you can tell Bill's a big movie fan with Fangoria. And Larry, both of them. They come through the
Strong personalities.
Yes, yeah.
Which is wonderful.
Yeah.
I think that's the key to being a lasting presence.
Yeah.
Is a strong personality, because then it's like iconic.
Exactly.
Iconic. So thanks so much for being with us over this weekend.
Yeah.
It's been a great
Thank
time.
you for coming out. Thank you.
Thank you as well, sir. And thank you to all the people involved in the festival for really being so welcoming and generous. Very appreciated. I hope to be
Really memorable time all around the festival itself, the theater, and the food,
coffee.
people,
Oh,
and my friends.
we won't go into detail, but this place was very, very good.
Very nice.
Very good. Oh, they've got a map.
Oh, sweet.
If you ever want to go,
Yeah.
there it is.
All right. We're
Brought to you
gonna
by Buckeye.
blackout. Yeah, that's
Larry was so funny. He's like, "Will you take my card?" He's just asking.
Yeah.
He's like, "Take my card. Take my card." All right, I will.
Yeah.
No, it was great. Can't say enough good things. So, all right, folks. Well, we'll see you soon. We've got up and coming podcast stuff
Yeah.
on this week.
Jenny Spain on this week.
Yes. Oh, I've got to catch up and watch that.
Yes, Carol, that's going to be very exciting. She was a great guest before, so it's been very fun. And next week, we're going to work on the witch guest, because all them witches is coming up at the Coolidge. And this weekend is Severed Limbs 14.
Yeah. So if you're seeing this in current time, what's the date on that?
It's coming up this Sunday.
The Sunday being the
22nd?
The 22nd.
Yeah, I know what's going on.
22nd, yes. So there's all kinds of stuff going on, as always. There's Facebook group, there's website. I mean, Facebook is personal.
Facebook, yeah.
But
I try to keep Instagram fairly updated, Twitter, all that stuff, but
you mean X?
yeah, I know. All right.
So yeah, you can find us. We're out there, and miss you as well, Joe.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for your support. We love you, and we will see you soon.
Yep. Yes, Neil.
David Electra.
This is without. My fingers don't line up.